standard content. It's integrated the property search onto my website. It's integrated the interactive map search on my website, again with the beautiful satellite functions. All right. My listings, buyers, sellers information, some integrated lead forms. It's also integrated our search engine optimized listing pages onto every single listing from your MLS. So what this means is that we pull the data every day, typically every 15 minutes from your MLS. Then we rewrite that data. We make you the contact of every single listing in the MLS. We also build a dynamic URL for every single listing. And we then put in the URL as the actual address of the home. Okay? Now we do this from a search engine optimization component because we also optimize all the titles and meta tags on every single listing. Now, some other things that I'm going to show you that are extremely important to the growth of your site is starting to optimize the rest of the website from a search engine optimization standpoint, but to also start thinking about social optimization and how to do that and what that is. And again, that was, integrating Share It, integrating Facebook, integrating Twitter, LinkedIn, my blog, integrating third-party scripts and those kinds of things, which I'm going to be going over with you as well. Now, the reason I want you to start thinking about that is, again, driving traffic to your website. Okay? Some cool things that you also should be thinking about is how do I market? How do I use these listing pages to my advantage in my marketing efforts? Okay, so again, I might want to think about marketing this listing in a hot buys email campaign or a hot buys on my website campaign. I'm going to be showing you again how to do that later on in the webinar as well. But again, this is something for you right out of the gates, right when the website is built, is now an individual search engine optimized listing page is created for every single listing that we're pulling from the MLS and all integrated right into your website. So this is a huge, huge benefit to starting the optimization process. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back to sales aspects here, and you'll see again at any time if you click here to the left, you can actually drive right back to viewing your website live. But we now need to start the actual building process of making our website a lead generation machine. Okay, and let's go ahead and start going and diving into that. Some things that I want you to know right off the gates is, let's first talk about titles and meta tags from an optimization standpoint. Okay, again, let's go ahead and go back to the key thing here: start new revision. The start new revision button will, one, allow you to start a new revision on your website. Now, again, that's one of the first steps, but don't forget to make sure your domain name has been transferred and your domain name is actually live in your account. Now, if you didn't add your domain name and you need to add it and your website is already up and running, I can simply click on Add or Remove Address, and you'll see here that these are subdomains that are already created for me, and this is where I might want to type in www.heathcraig.com and then add my actual address here, and then make this my primary domain until once my website has been transferred and I can verify that heathcraig.com is actually up and running with my new website. Then what I would want to do is make the subdomain, I would actually want to delete it. I do not want it as a part of my website going forward, and that's my subdomain. The reason is that I want to make sure that you realize that every page that you're building, you want as much juice, as much optimization juice going to that page into one domain. For every website that you build, I want to make sure that you're only putting one domain in each individual website that you're creating in your account. Okay, so if you're building multiple, want to use multiple domains for one, I recommend you building multiple sites in your account or doing a forward from your GoDaddy account or your registrar. Again, I want you to make sure that, again, think about this. If I had two domains and I had 10,000 pages and you split those pages in half, now I've got 5,000 and 5,000. If I had one domain, now I have 10,000 active pages, and you're going to get more validity from the search engines by having that one central domain, again, in your account. Okay? Now the next step here is, let's go ahead and start new revision. And this is where I'm going to start building out my website. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Start New Revision. You'll see here I have View Revision, Edit Revision, Publish, and Delete Revision or Delete Website. So remember, when I click on Delete Website, that website is gone. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start Edit Revision. And we're going to go over some of how to start maneuvering in what is called the CMS engine, Content Management Solution. This is a product that will allow you to build robust websites with robust functionality and having all of the search functionality, all of the integrated property search, and integrated social media optimization componentry right into the CMS engine. This is by far the most powerful CMS solution that I've ever seen for the real estate industry, by far. So again, you are working in the best of the breed in the industry. Now you'll see here up top that I want to show you some of the functions. One is this will take you take you right to the web page to view that you're actually working on in draft. Okay, so again, I'm going to go ahead and click on Close Draft. This here is Select Page, and this is actually Select Page of what page I actually want to start working on. You'll see the home page is the page that is highlighted, and that's the page that I was actually on. Now these are the My Pages. These are pages that are exclusive to me that were auto-generated by the system when it created your website. Okay, it built a tips for sellers, a tips for buyers. It developed automated lead generation forms such as pre-qual for a mortgage, request a showing. All of these pages, if you click on them, it will take you directly to that page. Now what it's saying is that I need to be able to edit this page. Okay, you'll see that when you hover over the page, it will allow you to edit it. So if I wanted to edit this lead form, I could. If I wanted to edit any of the content to the left or add new content functions, if I wanted to add or modify the heading of my site, if I wanted to do anything to that page, I can. And I'm going to be showing you how to do that here momentarily. Again, this is Select Page. Now, if I want to get back to the home page, I simply click on Home, and now I'm back on the editing of my home page here. Okay, so that's the Select Page. One key page that or component is under Standard Pages. These are pages that are extremely important, such as My Account page, and you being able to edit the My Account. This is what your consumers see. So if you want to turn off specific functionality or add functionality or optimize this page, you can. Another page under Standard Pages would be the Property Detail page. This is another page that we're going to be optimizing as well. And again, I'm going to be going over this page. The other function that I want you to think about is the page options. So let's go ahead and go to Home. And Page Options allows you to optimize the titles and meta tags for every single page that you've created on the fly. Now, this is something that I want you to start doing over time, over the next 3 to 4 to 5 months, is going in and optimizing every page. And what that means is that the browser title, the page description, keywords, those kinds of things that I want to be going over, such as Napa real estate, Napa homes for sale, Napa foreclosures, search for Napa homes for sale. Okay, so that's something that I want you to be going over. Page options. Again, I'll want to basically optimize every page and make it with my own titles and meta tags that I'm coming up with. Okay, and you always want every page to have different titles and meta tags, and tell the consumers what this page is really for, and now you're telling the search engines what this page is for by describing it. Now, another component that I want you to be very interested in is the website options. You'll see here the tab here to the right. I'm going to go ahead and open this up a little bit for us so that we can see the functions here. You'll see here that we have the browser title, the description, okay, that we typed in earlier in creating the site. We have, again, these are little help menus that will explain each individual component and what this means, and giving you examples of how to use it, such as keywords. Might be Napa real estate, Napa homes for sale, Napa listings, Napa MLS. Description, giving you an understanding of the description. Your title. Your title can be a maximum of about 80 characters. And so that's something extremely important, 80 characters. Really nail that one out so that it's precise in what title that you want. Google Analytics. So this is if I wanted to integrate Google Analytics into my website. Highly recommend it from an optimization standpoint. I want you to recognize how much traffic you have when you started your website and how much your traffic you're going to have month over month. I'm going to be going into Google Analytics with you and showing you how to use analytics to your benefit. And again, you'll really get excited to see, okay, I started my website, now I have 10 visitors a day. 3 months from now, I've got 100 visitors a day. 6 months from now, I have 200 visitors. So again, that's what I want you to start recognizing, is how much traffic is coming to your website and where is that traffic coming from. Another component that I really want you to think about is registering with Google, and this is the Google map key. This will give you the ability to have your interactive map on your website. If you register a new domain name, if you're putting a domain that's not a subdomain, you will need to register your map key. You'll simply click here on the left-hand side and click here. And this is where, one, you'll need to register with Google, okay, to get an account. And then you'll simply put in your domain name here. HeathCraig.com. Click on Generate API, and you'll see here is the actual code that it will give you for your account. Okay. Now again, I already recommended to you to only have one domain per website. So again, that's something that you'll need to have there. All right. Now let's go ahead and dive into change design. This is again a great function. If I wanted to change my design from the design